What's up, everybody? We are here again at Race Day Preview with our Wednesday edition here on Race Week. Gavin, coming up on Saturday here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, we have the Nationwide Series coming to town. In 23 prior appearances here, there have been 23 different winners. There's 6 former winners in the field this week, including 4 full-time Cup guys.
Yep.
Are any of them going to break that streak and become the first 2-time Nationwide Series winner at NHMS?
Yes. I think it finally ends this week. I mean, geez, how many times do we have to do this? And I think every year, you and I have this argument that it's either gonna end or it isn't, and it's fun. I mean, it's neat to see those last 10 laps. Maybe a guy that has won before is leading, and all of a sudden kind of falls off, and we see another new winner. So it is exciting. It adds a new element to that race, an additional element. But I think we're going to see a repeat champion, and it's going to be Carl Edwards. And for the simple reason that the guy has 4 top 5s in 6 races. He has 4 top 5s, and he has a victory and another top 10. So I mean, the guy has been pretty much unflappable in New Hampshire. He's been very good here. He does very well in the Sprint Cup races as well. He's usually in the top 5, top 10 there as well. So this is a track that seems to suit him well. And although he's had kind of a mediocre season, he is in the chase at this point, Sprint Cup wise. In the Nationwide, he's sitting comfortably in 2nd place, a win last week. So this guy, I think he's going to get the win this week.
For all those reasons, I cannot argue. We've also had Cup guys win the last 4 races here. And here are the last 6 winners at New Hampshire for the Nationwide Series. Matt Kenseth, Martin Truex, Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart, and Kyle Busch. All guys who are factors every week in the Cup Series. So you got to think that based on the things we've discussed in the past about the difficulty of the track and the conditions, a guy with Cup ability and experience is probably going to win.
Yeah, and it seems to be always those guys that are running up front here too. You'll look with 20 laps to go and start, trying to figure out, okay, who has a legitimate shot as we move through these last few laps. And you look and you're watching those guys go by. It's always a cup guy that's going by. And then you see maybe in 6th or 7th, a guy that typically runs strictly with the Nationwide. So yes, the Sprint Cup guys, and it's kind of like that every week. Don't you agree? I mean,
yeah.
They have the best shot at winning. They seem to have the best cars, and certainly, I think a guy like Brad Keselowski though could keep the streak going. I mean, he's a guy that's leading the Nationwide right now, and a guy that could certainly pick up a win and keep making number 24.
I think it is going to be number 24, but not Keselowski.
Okay.
It's going to be the reigning Sprint Cup June champion of New Hampshire, Joey Logano. He's got not a whole lot of experience here, but he won twice in the E-Series. He's got a Cup win here. He won the pole here last year in the Nationwide car. Finished 2nd to Kyle Busch. Coming off a win at Kentucky, is not running the full slate this year in Nationwide, but has had a very strong performance in the 10 races he has run. He's coming off 5 straight top 6s in the car. He's going to be your winner this weekend on Saturday in the Nationwide race.
No, I can't argue that. He's been very good here, and the limited time that he has been here, and this is his home track per se. I mean, that's what whenever we talk about him and he comes to New Hampshire, it's his home track. So. Yep, I can't argue with those points, and I'm sticking with Edwards, but Logano is just as good a choice, I think.
It's a remarkable streak. We'll see how it plays out on Saturday. We'll talk to you then when we'll have all the details on the race and on, of course, Danica Patrick.
Take care, folks.